Yeah, I was like, Simeon's either the bad guy or he's gonna die. Typical. Have I been to... Yeah, this is still snow. Okay, I was just confused. Alright. We need to swap Hanit out for Primrose. Hanit's a little bit over what she needs to be. Might have gotten carried away when I was leveling. I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, there's no apothecary job. And I was like, I probably just haven't found it. So then I looked at the map and hunted it down, and I found it. And now we have apothecary. Yay! Alright, chapter 3. Alright. We gotta meet Susanna. Susanna. The story so far. Following her master's trail, Hanit made the long journey to Stoneguard. There, she talked to Natalia, who had been friends with Zanta. Following Natalia's clues, Hanit found her master in the forest. Except he had been petrified by the beast called Red-Eye. Hanit, forgive this old man. Forgive this old man for not keeping his promise. The last words he wrote, before the curse stilled his hand. In the same note, he told Hanit to find a woman called Susanna. She is a seer, he wrote, and perhaps she can help. And thus does Hanit arrive in the frozen village of Still Snow.
Oh.
By the spirits, the snow falleth deep here. Nope, sorry. George. The elusive George. What is it, Lind? 'Tis not like thee to frolicken as a kitten. But then thou art a snow leopard, art thou not? For the arriving in this white wasteland is like a homecoming. Kitty!
Woohoo!
Party! I ain't ever seen a snow leopard that big before. It doesn't bite, does it? Has teeth. Things with teeth tend to bite. Fear not, young ones. Lind is with me. She's a gentle creature. She will doeth thee no harm.
Really?
She's yours? Funny sort of pet, ain't she? Lind is not a pet. She is my companion, my friend. Friends, you say? Just like us, then.
Yup.
Aye. Aye.
Yeehaw!
Her fur's... Yeehaw! Her fur's so soft.
Whoa.
And warm, too.
So,
Telling me, children, doth a woman by the name of Susanna liveth here? The old lady?
oh yes.
The old witch, we know her. Who doesn't?
Now then.
I see, and where might I find her?
Oh.
See that house with the red roof over yonder? She is gentle, murders everything. She attempts to, she at least tries. That really big house? Ah, yes, I do. That's the old witch's place.
I see.
Thank thee, children.
Bye.
Of course, say hello to the witch for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Lind.
Oh.
Enjoyedst the attention, didst thou? I said, no. Best coming with me, then, before they return in with more friends. That's not the right way. Trouble? Trouble in River City? What is this crowd? People.
Listen up.
But I have journeyed many leagues to have my fortune told by Madame Susanna.
Oi!
I implore you, pray open the door. God's teeth, man. Get out of my way. Oof.
Yeah. What the?
You a wretched boy. Apologize at once.
Boy!
You won't get no apology out of Alec. Alec. Alec? Probably Alec. He don't talk none.
Honestly?
Has he lost his tongue?
No.
Yeah, it's just that Susanna does the talking for the both of them.
Yeah.
Oh ho.
Who is that man?
Doubtless.
Susanna's minder. Looks after her and keeps the riffraff from bothering her. As you might have noted.
Truth is.
Name's Alec. She took him off the streets when he was a wee sprout.
Aye.
I mean, he's still on the streets currently. Saved his life, she did. And he's been with her ever since.
Could that mean?
Old women aren't commonly in need of a bodyguard. They are when folk from far and wide come flocking to have their fortunes told. Fame don't sit too well on her, considering how little she cares for company. Surely she doth not refuseth every visitor.
Right.
But a funny one, ain't it? Seer who can see the future clear as day, but don't tell no one what she knows. Alec turns them all away. Ain't no amount of begging or beseeching makes one bit of difference.
Ah, yes.
Every now and then a fool tries to get rough with Alec, but oft as not ends up with only a cracked skull for his trouble.
Curses.
Finding her was easy, but talking to her may prove it's more difficult. Travel banter. So what's the plan? Something tells me a simple pretty please isn't going to work. Truth be told, I do not know. Wonder if the stubborn oaf has any weaknesses. Weaknesses? We all have them, after all. Even thou, Therian? Huh? Since when are we talking about me? Aha! So thou dost. If you're going to be like this, you can forget about my help. Mine apologies. We were discussing the bodyguard. Hard as it may be to believe, I've known my share of big, burly types who are spooked by beasts. Beasts, thou sayest? No promises that this one's the same, of course, but it's worth a try, wouldn't you say? 'Tis curious advice, but I shall consider in it. I probably won't get my butt kicked because I'm overpowered, but, you know, might as well save. Spare us a cutscene, even though the game does let you skip cutscenes, but... just save. Always save. When you're not playing, save.
Greetings.
I have business with Susanna. But thou sayest nothing, and thou wilt not listen either. Then I have no choice.
Letting us begin. What next?
You weak to Lind? Everyone's weak to Lind. By that I mean no one really is usually weak to Lind. Alright. There we go. So that's the Rat King. I need to probably find some more of him. He's a man grown.
Man grown, but still a boy within.
Okay, no warning then.
Be a dear, Hannet, and have Linda carry the poor fool within.
Linda? I'm so sorry. Had to deal with me saying Lind. Lind? I guess it's Lind. Should have captured that word. Mine now.
He'll be catching his death of cold lying out in the snow like a log.
I was like, how does she know? She's a seer. She knows everything. Never mind. Sorry.
How dost thou knowest my name? That's what you want to ask, isn't it? I'm a seer, remember? Possessed of the all-seeing eye. Or so they say.
I have 2 of them, actually.
Then thou art an oracle. Truly, thou will be able to help.
Poppycock and nonsense is all it is.
Poppycock?
A hunter from the woodlands who communes with the beasts. Not a common sight in these parts. The only one who might fit that description is that hobbledehoy, Xanta.
Hobbledehoy. Yeah.
Him or his prentice, Hannet of the Darkwood. Your age, your snow leopard, your garb. Simple deduction, my dear.
All right, Sherlock, calm down.
The trick is to say what you know, and nothing more, and let the gullible fill in the details. That's all Susanna's famous all-seeing eye is, in the end. Well, disappointed to learn I'm just a fraud?
Yes.
On the contrary, now I know I can trust thee. If thou speakest the truth about this, then surely thou wouldst not speak false of aught else.
Fair befall you, but that Xanta lad raised a clever prentice, and that's the truth.
I'm just staring at that laugh, like... Hey, 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 yeah. Yep.
Why don't you tell me why you're here? But first, let's go inside, shall we?
And then they leave him there.
It seemeth that would be for the best.
There we go. He's so far away from the fire, though.
That young master of yours has managed to get himself into a right mess, hasn't he?
Mistress Susanna, canst thou help in him?
There is one way.
In truth.
Truth? Ah, now that's a word. You said you trusted me, remember?
If there is the slightest chance of lifting that curse, I will trust whomever I need to. Milady?
Gods take my eyes if that fool hasn't raised a strong and brave young woman. I'd scarce believe it if you weren't standing here in front of me.
I learned from his example, the good and the bad.
Is that so? Can't imagine that would work, but the world is full of wonders at that. Isn't that so, my dear?
It is.
But about the curse.
I am prepared for any trial.
There is but one way to turn stone back to living flesh. And that is to slay the beast that wrought the curse.
I had feared as much, but it shall be done.
Stay, child. I'm not finished yet. Did Xanta forget to teach you patience?
Mine apologies.
If you try to fight the beast as you are, you'll only meet the same fate as your master.
You at least need 5 more levels.
And what good will you be to him then?
Actually, never mind. I think you might be past that.
But I must...
What you must do first is find the means to protect yourself from Red Eye's lethal power.
We must slay George!
Tell me, dear, have you heard of the plant called Herb of Grace?
Never.
Herb of George?
Long ago, there was a beast in these parts too, what turned men to stone. Folks here soon learned that Herb of Grace could ward off the magic. I reckon it should be effective against red-eye as well. Herb of Grace grows in a forest so thick there are few ways in. I'll send a Layak ahead to show you the entrance to the trail. But know that the forest is a perilous place, and home to many frightful beasts. You want to prepare well before you venture in.
Oh, I have Alphen. I'm good. Should go.
I shall.
You're fine then.
Thank thee, my lady.
It is my pleasure, dear. In a strange way, that Xanta boy was like a son to me. A vexing, wayward one, but a son all the same. With you being his prentice, it rather makes you my grandchild now. And what kind of a grandmother would I be if I refused to lend you a helping hand?
Master and I are both in thy debt.
Most intriguing.
Why, and I thought Herb of Grace was gone from this world. Even botanists believe the plant was long extinct. To think it still grows in these wintry wastes, 'tis a miracle or near enough. At least we know she won't turn out evil. Yeah, it's true. Her laugh is too full of joy. She's not evil. She might die, but she's not evil. Yes, this is why a true scholar should not confine himself to his office. Who knows what great discoveries await in far-flung frontiers. Pleaseth me that thou findest joy in this quest. And yet, that Susanna woman... What of her? Well, I was just most impressed to encounter one so wise and astute. And her name, it sounds familiar somehow. Must review my tomes when this journey is over. Evil guys don't laugh like ah. It's true. That's a good guy laugh if I've ever seen one. Alright, before we venture into the woods, I need more coffee, because my tea is all gone. Enjoy the pretty sparkly snow. I love the snow scenes and the sand, just because the glittery look. To the woods. And it always ends up in the woods. It's just how it is. Trail to the White Wood. Danger level 37. Well, Hanit is level 46. Oh, they're gonna hide things. How does anything grow out here?
You won't feel a thing.
It's the bear. We should catch a bear. I want to catch a bear. Yeah, really good game. We have a bear. Always get a bear on your team. If you can. If you can't, run away. Run away very quickly. Obviously, so I was like, just quickly read through, and Alphen's was like, chasing his dreams, and I was like, yep, sure, that's great, we'll start with Alphen. Not regretting anything. He's perfect. But yeah. It's been really fun. Alright, the wind has died down.
You a lesson.
Hey, it's Alaik. I've already forgotten. Alaik. Grim whiteness as far as the eye can seeth. Oh yeah, we started with Ulbrich and you're like, this is too hard. 'Tis colder here too, the wind cutteth to the bone.
Come on.
Okay, I didn't have to be stuck with them, yeah. This way.
Now then.
A trail.
Mm-hmm.
Secret path only the mistress knows. It leads straight to the heart of the forest. Out here, the snow never melts, covers landmarks, and makes every direction look much like the other. The herb of grace grows somewhere deep in the forest. But be wary. Many dangerous fiends lurk within. That is why Susanna keeps the knowledge of this path secret. So thou dost speaken, and as well as any man. Only when I have something to say.
Thanks be to thee.
Will that be more people in this world followeth? Will that more people in this world followeth the same principle? And go carefully. I have not seen Susanna look so happy for many a year. Pray return safely, that you might bring her more joy.
Thou hast my thanks.
I shall. I owe her that much and more. I will prevail. I must succeed!